Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about what's going to happen between. There are two zodiac signs in this picture. One is basically between, well, basically the spades represents um, air signs, and basically diamonds represents earth signs. So we have an earth sign and we have a air sign at the same time. Basically, it means that we're going to look at this and we're going to figure out what's happening. Okay. Basically, what it means is that if you like this channel, please subscribe to it, and hopefully you can follow me, Spirited Out, and subscribe. Anyway, before I tell you the cards. It's basically the playing cards, and I'm going to tell you what's happening between the playing cards. The playing cards is acting like the tarot, only different ways, right? But basically, this is between of what's happening. Okay, it's between the masculine and the feminine, which means the masculine is the guy, the feminine is the woman. Okay, and basically, I'm going to do this. It's basically the thing is that this is going to be a good reading, not a bad reading. But it seems to be that this indicates that it's between good or bad at the same time. Okay, there's no exceptions whatsoever. But the point being is that when we look at things in a different way, we always do, right? And I always do that. I always look at things in a different way. Now, the point being is that while I'm doing this reading, it's going to be a good reading. Only it seems to be good, it seems to be great, it seems to be impossible, but it's not. Okay? When we look at ourselves a different way, we always do, right? And there's always a good way, and there's a bad way, and there's knowledge, there's all sorts of stuff. Okay? And basically, this is a almost a general reading, but it seems to be different. Okay, we're going to basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the two of spades, the jack of diamonds, and we're going to see how that looks. And then we're going to probably going to do maybe the energy cards, the oracle cards, and then we're going to do the I think the spiritual animal. Children one. We're going to see how that looks. But anyway, yeah, it's like I say, this is going to be a good reading, and hopefully you will enjoy it. And it seems to be that it's going to be good. It's not going to be impossible saying, I don't like this. But you know, every video I do is made by all my viewers, okay? And you know, if you like the video, you like it. If you don't, well then, yeah. But you know, it seems to be good. So, you know, if you have anything else to do, just let me know that that this is gonna be a good general reading, and basically this is what's going to happen. So just remember that this is going to be good, and hopefully you will like it. So here we go. Here's the reading. Basically, we have a few things. We have the two of spades. Represents the two of spades is deceit, means trapping. So this means that this will be Gemini. If you're a Gemini in this reading, this is for you, the two of spades. So the two of spades that's what it is, Gemini. We're going to look at Gemini, what's happening. Not only that, the other one is the jack of diamonds. The jack of diamonds represents a person is jealous and negative, and this is a Virgo. So Virgo, if you are a sign that is your sign is a Virgo, this is for you. The numerology is 9 plus 5 equals 14. 14 is close to 15. 14 numerology is Angel of Time. So, Angel of Time represents that basically number 14. If we look at the tarot when we go back, the Temperance card. The Temperance card is close to the next card is basically the Devil. That will be. But the Angel of Time represents that there's gonna be maybe you have only a chance of luck, means that you have good luck right now, but everything will seem to be different. Okay, it's gonna be a different setting. Okay, so basically this is gonna be my little bit of a speech of a story that I'm going to say, and this is how it's gonna be based on. Okay, so just remember how this will resonate to all of you, and hopefully you will like this reading as well. So I go back to this. Right, it says. Gemini woman is trapping Virgo man because they are not getting along. Because Virgo man is jealous and have a negative attitude, such as both of them are playing chess. If they both don't see it soon, above all, the devil is going to target a viral fight, which means that this is how it's going to be recognizing it. This is a bad reputation. So it means that when you're playing chess, okay, not this chess, no. When you're playing chess, the board game chess, you have the pieces, you have everything else. Once you move, you're going to do this. But when you're trapping somebody, when you're playing chess, it's very, very tragic. It's your strategy, and you're trying to trick somebody. You know how you play trick? You have magic cards, and then you trick and say, "Oh my God, what's that trick called?" Or, "Wow, how can you do this? Teach me again." Right? Well, it means that when you're playing chess, you're actually going to trick somebody. You're going to trick. And when you're trapping somebody, you're going to say, checkmate, and then you think, oh, great, here we go again. Which means that your opponent will think, like, okay, well, I'm going to move my king somewhere else, or I'm going to move whatever I'm going to move. Because when I see this as a astonishing reading, it's basically yes. Okay, this is why it's between a good reading and not so bad reading. But that's why this is between a good and life scenario. It's different, okay? And we have all kinds of problems, situations, troubling, whatever. But, it means that everything seems to be, set in stone, but it's not, right? And so we have to understand that when I look at the Jack of Diamonds, for example, the Jack of Diamonds represents a person is jealous and negative. See, when you have those two, jealous and negative, it's not good. It's really not good. But when you look at the Two of Spades, means like deceit means trapping. See, trapping means like almost like trickery. You're tricking somebody. You're tricking them. Because when I think about tricking, involves trapping. Trapping and tricking are both, because they start with the letter T. Now, the point being is that what I'm saying that is that trick and trap are both the same, only different words. Okay, trick is that where you're tricking, and then trapping is you're trapping. Okay, and hopefully this will give you some balance of some words I'm trying to say to you, so you can understand them. So that's what it means. But when I think about this as a beautiful reading, it is understandable. It is. Now, not only that. Now here's my way of understanding this. Okay, when I look at it a different way, like let's say you're playing soccer, for example. You're tricking and you're trapping. You're trapping your opponent and you're tricking them at the same time. Not tripping, no. It's trapping and tricking at the same time. Okay, that's just only for example of soccer. Because you're playing soccer and you're trapping the ball so the other opponents don't get it, and then you can just have your own trickery and you can just put it into goalie, like into the field goal. But the point being is that you have to understand that when I look at this the other way around, like chess, it seems like that, and it is. So, you have to look at it, okay, and you have to understand that. Now, this reading seems to be not over yet, but it will be soon. So anyway, what I'm saying about that is when I look at that as one way, there is another way of describing it. Okay, there's another way of describing it. Here it is that I'm going to say. First off, we're going to see what's happening between the spiritual animal cards, and we're going to use these as well. Okay, so basically we're going to look at that to see what's happening, and I'm going to look at this because basically it has to go together. Okay, so basically we're going to look at this. Right, so tell me about this reading between the air sign and the earth sign. So just tell me about that, please. And what represents the situation here. Right, we're going to look at this. Angel of Strength. So basically you have the Angel of Strength here. Let me read what the Angel of Strength is about. Okay? So here it is. Angel of Strength. So it's personal power and inner strength. It means this amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resource fullness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the strength, the focus, and resolve to do what is necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. Yeah, so basically you have to understand that you need strength. That's what you need. Okay, earth and air, you need strength of this. You do. Now, let's see what the problem is between this. And this is a very, very, very good, fantastic reading as well. So, what's the problem between the air sign and earth sign? What's going to happen? Try something new. That's what it is. Try something new. Let me read about that. Okay, let me read. Let me read. Okay, so it says try something new. That's what this card means. It says, can you think of things that interest you or that you're curious about that you have never tried before? What comes to mind? Maybe there is something you have always wanted to try, but were afraid to do. Don't let your fear or nervousness get in the way of trying something new. Even adults, when they try something new, get nervous. Ask any of them and you will see that is true. So it is perfectly normal to be at least a little bit nervous. If you do something that is unfamiliar to you, your nervous system is preparing you for the task by increasing your alertness and attentiveness, which requires you to take in more oxygen, which in turn makes your heart beat a little faster. So it's a matter of hanging in there, knowing that you might be nervous when you tackle any new venture. Ask for help if you need support. Whatever you choose to try, make it an adventure and an opportunity to grow. Then be sure to share with someone what you learned or the story of your adventure. Then it says activity. It says try something that you have never done before, like making up a play to perform for your family, taking swimming lessons, or trying out for a sports team, create a new game with playing cards, or create an entire board game. Make a list in your journal of firsts, which are new projects or activities that you have always wanted to try, so that when you do them, you can check them off the list. Whenever you do something, if you do try something new, be sure to tell someone about it and how you feel about it. So, which means that that it's when I go back into the where I go back into the chess thing. It is like what it is. It has to have to be different. Okay, everything is different in some ways. Okay, and it's just how it is. It has to look at it in a different diagram. Okay, because when you look at chess is the chessboard, and you're playing chess having fun and you're doing your own thing. But when you're trapping somebody, it's like playing. It's like, like playing soccer, or you're trapping somebody between you're playing golf, and let's say you're playing golf, and then you're trapping where you lost your ball and you can't go and find it because you lost it. And you could be tricking somebody, saying, well, there it is, I don't see it because it's by your shoe, or it's by that tree, or whatever it is. When you have to try something new, you have to try something new. Okay, Virgo and Gemini, you have to look at that. You have to see things like clear as glass. Okay, clear as glass. Because when you see something differently, you have to. You have to understand that this is between a good explanation, okay? Because you have to improve yourself worthy. You have to improve yourself to be honored. But when you have negative and it's not good, then leave it alone, right? But when you have negative all the time, and let's say you say to somebody saying, I can't take it anymore, then don't do it. Don't do it. But you have to understand that this is a good scenario, and this is between a bad scenario at the same time. The good scenario is that's what I'm telling you. The bad scenario is that when you get jealous, or when you're negative, when you have all of these emotions going on, and a Virgo, please don't interfere about that. Don't, because you have to see it a different way. You have to see it, okay? And there's always knowing what to do, okay? This is why it seems to be that, okay, everything seems to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but it's not, okay? And there's another saying is that lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? And that's what all mechanics are doing when they do that. But anyway, and let's not get off track here. Let's not get off the subject or the topic. But anyway, we have to understand that when I look at the angel of time, you have timing right now. You have beautiful timing, but that rather I'm going to say not is that your time is going to change. And when it changes is where you're going to have all positive. All of a sudden you have negative, and it will drain you. Okay? That's why this seems to be a good reading. And this is why it seems to be good. It's just that you have to understand that you have to have a good explanation, okay, of knowing what to do. If you play chess, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know how to play chess, usually your opponent will play chess, but when you're doing white and someone's doing black, whatever, white goes first, and you have to use your pieces in order to win the game. Anyway, the point being is that this is why it's just perfect, and you have to know the routes and the roots of this, okay? Because you have to understand that this is a good explanation. It's very good, because this is how it's going to be. And that's why you have to understand that you have to believe. You have to believe in order to receive. And receive, you have to receive in order to achieve. And then you have success and triumph. But Virgo, that I'm talking to you, it's basically, point being is that what I'm trying to say, don't try to get jealous. Don't try to get negative. Okay, you have to switch that energy around between that you're gonna have good energy and not bad energy. Bad energy will switch, and then you're gonna fail, whatever it's gonna be, and then you're not gonna be having a good old day. You're gonna have a bad day. Look at the song called "Having a Bad Day." Take one on down, stay in the song, and do it around. You know, that's the song. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. But anyway, the point being is that you have to understand that. You have to believe in your own self to just stop and think. And when you're done stopping and thinking, then you just have to keep going. And when you keep going, you'll be fine. Okay? But there's only one thing that you have to learn first, is that you have to believe in your own self that you can do this. Okay? I understand that there's lots of negative going around, but you know what? If you change your energies from negative to a positive, you will behave nicely. You're gonna be good. But when you have negative, lots of your friends, your relatives, your family members, or whatever, they won't be able to see you very much because they don't like your attitude, or you did something wrong, right? And it could be that, what I'm going to say is that it's not about you, it's about me, right? So, it's about you. It's not anybody else's, it's not whatever, but you have to understand that. Like, this is like a lesson learned scenario. It is, okay? And you have to understand that. It doesn't mean that you're going to quit and then you're going to say, enough with this. But you know what? You have to have angel of strength, because that must be good for you. You have to have angel of strength, and you have to try something new. What happens if you don't want to play chess? Let's say that you want to play soccer or golf or bowling or basketball or you name it. Okay? Just remember that your energies will switch in no time. But if you keep this up, the devil is going to be on your butt, which means you're behind. So be prepared. Okay? Just be prepared, because he's sneaky. Okay? Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.